And now here are the results. We've had calls. Now we're combining the calls with the MySpace votes. Now, for call-ins, for against the radio text means that you do not want the radio text to happen. We had 3 votes, and then in favor, which is the team that Elron is on, from In Thorns, and he in favor had 3 votes. So let's go to the MySpace poll. I need to view results for the MySpace.
Tie that we find.
And yes, it's 2-2. So we have a tie. This debate is ended in a tie at 5-5. I guess we both had good argument. We can't have a death match. We both win, I guess. Woohoo! Yes. So first of all, for my award, I get to do a bad Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation, and then I threaten to burn the station down. So here it goes. Wish me luck. I'm the governor of California. I'm interested in the people, and I hate this WWSU radio station. I'm gonna burn this down. Where's my wife? Where's John F. Kennedy's daughter? Who's my wife? I'll remember this holiday season. Watch Jingle All the Way.
That was terrible.
Okay, now Elron has his prize. He gets to shout out what he's doing soon.
Get a little plug here. Hey guys, this is Ron Ladd with In Thorns, local artist out of Dayton, Ohio. Been yapping all night about local art, how fantastic I think it is. And I wasn't just talking about me. But to hear the art that I do, go to inthorns.com, and I've got a free download of my newest tune, All That I Had, there waiting for you. It's up for grabs for everybody. I put it up there special for the audience of the show tonight. Go grab it, and feel free to let me know what you think. I'd love to hear some feedback from you.
All right.
Thank you for having me,
Well,
Daniel.
thank you. I'm so glad you came. We fought to a tie. So I held up Tyler Herman's side, and perhaps he couldn't make it. I don't know why he couldn't make it, but hope he's doing okay. But yeah, once again, good luck to you, Ron Ladd, better known as Elron from In Thorns.
You sure you don't want that death match?
No, we can't. No, I don't want to die. You don't want to die either. We're too pretty to die. We can't. We won't be able to provide it for our art in the area. We die. Tonight. So I guess my official record in debating is 0-1-1. Kind of like in hockey, they have ties, and you can score points. So I guess if they do like in soccer and hockey, you score points for a tie to have 1 point. So hooray for me! What a debate! And be reminded if I get to my final message, you can check replays of all my shows, of my past shows, including this one, at www.youtube.com/OhioF, OHIOF, and you can see what I'm doing. You can become my friend and follow me over at www.myspace.com/OhioIsOnFire and www.twitter.com/OhioIsOnFire. Very simple. 3 websites. Support what I do, support local talent, and do the best you can with that. Anyway, so tonight I do want to talk about the potential of this radio performance tax. And I'll tell you what I think is going to happen. And it's not going to pass. I'm fairly confident it's not going to pass. And I'll tell you why. I have a strong reason why now. Because when I was putting this debate together, I did call many places. And I called about 3 months, not 3 months, about 3 weeks ahead of time. I called a few not radio stations, record labels that's close to this area, like the Miami Valley area, and some places down Cincinnati. They all declined. The ones that I called I think maybe 12 of them. There's a lot that exist right now, but they all declined. And I even called a few political offices, and I got the politician. He's a young politician, Tyler Herman. He couldn't make it tonight, unfortunately. He did agree to do it. But other than that, the fact I only got 2 artists to agree to this, there are 2 things that came from this. The first thing, I go after the greed that's taking place in this transaction. The main record labels, they own all the little guys. Well, most of the little guys that used to exist. I know RCA, like they were a powerhouse on its own, and then over the years they've purchased other. I think there was the music group. The Western Music Group, I probably got their name wrong, but they purchased them, they merged with them, and they bought a bunch of little they have their sub-music labels, like independent music labels. Well, they buy them out, and they make it just a division. It's just a small division of one big company. The same guy makes money. And it's just pure greed, and the fact is, I do not feel sorry that they didn't prepare for the internet age. It has taken a hit to the corporate powers, if you will. You can go to iTunes, you can go to Rhapsody. And I go to iTunes, and yes, you can buy your singles straight from there. And iTunes have a deal with a lot of these artists. They get like 20% or something, and the music artists themselves, they get most of the money, and the record executives don't get hardly any of it. So it favors the artists, which is why that has exploded for the most part. And artists don't get sweetest deals with record labels. And basically, it's gone to last resort that they are going to government. They are blaming the economy, and they're thinking of ways they can put money in their pockets. And that's what this is. That's what the radio performance tax is. They just want more money. And now it's going to be at the expense of radio DJs. They would put people out of business. Not every station would come up with a cool idea that would compete with other stations, as was mentioned in our debate. Some that they'll just pack up 10 and fold it. Not everyone's going to be courageous and keep going. And it's fine how it is, because people have jobs. There's people have places to go to perform their craft. There's college radio stations would go down definitely. The deans of this college, they would freak out that they had to pay a 10% tax of all mainstream radio songs, major artists. And I'm sure, DJs, that's where they want to play. We need to play the ones that we feel comfortable playing. And we'd be forced to play less known talent. Not all of them might be very good. There are some hidden gems out there, but not all of you. A lot of you need work. And our hands would be tied, and people would lose patience. It wouldn't be good. The tax would have changed everything. And I'm even confident and I gave people a chance to speak their mind, and I'm glad L. Ron, he came up with a good solution. He thinks they would survive. At least he was brave enough to mention so, but a lot of the people that I asked that they had their chance to come on here to state their opinion, I know why they didn't want to come on. Most of them, it's greed. It's a money ordeal. They need to pay the bill for their hot tub, and putting DJs out of business is a way to do it. So that's why they declined, most of them, and they wouldn't say why. Like a few didn't even call back. So I'm just saying, I'm not gonna mention any stations by name, but I think you know who you are. I did contact you. Think about what you're doing. Maybe deep inside your heart you know it's a bad idea, and you've been caught in your own greed and filth. And let's lay off. Let's be fair. Let's keep things fair in radio. Let's let the new talent rise. Let's let freedom of speech ring true on the stations we have now. And let's try to make radio better. We can keep things the way it is and fight the big guy. And we can make household names out of it. Radio doesn't have to die. We can use it. It needs to go through an evolution process, and we can do all of that. Everything that I mentioned, we can change. We can stand up and make the change happen, just the way it is. And we don't need a tax to do that. So with that is my thought. Thank you to everyone that participated in the debate, that called in and voted. I'm back next Monday night. I'll have a new guest. I'm in talks with a guest. They haven't confirmed me yet. So please, check me out wherever I'm at on my websites. And I'll keep you updated on what's coming next Monday. And I'll be on. I got several more episodes. I think 6 or 7 more episodes for this season. So once again, I'm Daniel. Good night, Ohio.